In a small, forgotten village nestled between the hills of India, a boy named Raju was born into a family of farmers. Life was simple, yet difficult. His father toiled in the fields from dawn to dusk, while his mother managed the household with what little they had. Education was a luxury in their village. Most children dropped out of school early to help their family survive. However, Raju was different. He was fascinated by books and the world beyond his village. He often sat under the lone banyan tree in the village, reading torn pages of old newspapers or borrowed books from the only schoolteacher. His thirst for knowledge was unquenchable, but poverty stood like an unmovable mountain in his path. Despite his circumstances, Raju dreamed of becoming an engineer. He had seen a broken bridge in his village, one that often caused accidents. He wanted to rebuild it one day so that no one else would suffer. But everyone laughed at his dream. A farmer's son can only be a farmer, the villagers told him. Even his own father, though loving, believed that education was a waste of time. Raju, dreams don't fill an empty stomach. Learn to plow the fields instead, his father would say. But Raju was determined. He woke up before sunrise, helped his father in the fields, and then ran to school. In the evenings, while others played, he studied under a street lamp near the village well. His hunger for learning kept him awake even when his body ached from the day's labor. One day, an opportunity arrived in the form of a district-level scholarship exam. It was Raju's only chance to escape the cycle of poverty. But there was a problem. He needed a registration fee of 200 Indian rupees, an amount his family couldn't afford. Disheartened, he sat by the river, skipping stones across the water. Just then, his mother sat beside him. She placed a small bundle in his hands. "This is for you, my son," she said, her eyes filled with tears. Inside the bundle were coins and crumpled notes. Exactly 200 Indian rupees. His mother had been secretly saving money for years, selling extra vegetables in the market. "I believe in you, Raju. You must take this exam," she whispered. With newfound determination, Raju appeared for the exam. He had no fancy coaching, no expensive books, only his grit and self-study. Weeks later, results were announced. Raju had secured the first position in the district. He won a full scholarship to study in the city. The villagers, who once mocked him, now celebrated him. But his biggest victory was the proud tears in his father's eyes. Years passed. Raju worked tirelessly, studying engineering in a prestigious college. He faced new challenges, adjusting to city life, competing with well-educated peers, but he never gave up. He took part-time jobs to support himself and sent money home to his family. Finally, after years of struggle, Raju graduated as a civil engineer. The boy who once studied under a street lamp was now designing bridges and roads. But he had one promise left to fulfill. Returning to his village, he met the local authorities and used his influence to build a strong, permanent bridge where the broken one once stood. The same villagers who once doubted him now stood in awe as he cut the ribbon during the bridge's inauguration. "A farmer's son can be whatever he dreams of," he said, looking at his proud parents. Raju's journey wasn't just about escaping poverty. It was about proving that dreams have no boundaries. No matter where you come from, determination and hard work can change your destiny. And so, the village boy who once had nothing became an inspiration for everyone who had ever dared to dream.